Just after the ball drops, all eyes will turn to the Capitol for Friday's House Speaker vote. President-elect Trump says he's putting his full support behind Mike Johnson, but the Speaker faces a tough battle for re-election, with more Republican lawmakers coming out against him, potentially setting the stage to stall this new Congress before they even get started. NewsNation's Tom Dempsey has more from Washington. Tom, even with the president-elect's endorsement, how close are we thinking this vote might be?
Hey, good morning from the Capitol, Markie. Look, this House Speaker vote happening at Friday at noon still appears to be razor thin at the moment. And to put it in perspective, Congressman Mike Johnson needs almost every single Republican member to vote for him, assuming all Democrats vote against him. One lawmaker spoke right here on NewsNation, describing himself as not yet a yes during this vote. But he says the vote on Friday does bring an important discussion within the Republican Party. Take a listen.
I don't think it's very realistic that somebody else is going to be able to come in and grab the reins. That's why I say most likely he will be the next speaker. But that doesn't mean there can't be conversations. This is where you have your leverage. This is the one time that you have before you elect a speaker to get assurances and a plan, something that makes sense to us.
Now, to hold on to being Speaker, like I said, Johnson can only afford to lose one fellow Republican, assuming all Democrats vote against him and all House members cast a vote. Already, Congressman Tom Massey from Kentucky has come out against Johnson, posting to X earlier this week, quote, "We've seen Johnson partner with the Democrats to send money to Ukraine, authorize spying on Americans, and blow the budget." That brings us to other possible no votes, including Freedom Caucus Chair Andy Harris, who has described himself as being undecided, as well as former caucus chair Scott Perry and Congressman Andy Biggs. Congresswoman Victoria Spartz has also raised concerns about Speaker Johnson, saying he needs to lay out a plan to carry out President-elect Trump's agenda. On Monday, she released a list of requirements to earn her vote, including calling for spending audits. But like you said, Markie, Johnson picked up what could be the deciding endorsement on Monday from President-elect Donald Trump, who posted to Truth Social, quote, "The American people need immediate relief from all the destructive policies of the last administration. Speaker Mike Johnson is a good, hardworking, religious man. He will do the right thing, and we will continue to win." Johnson has also received support from billionaire Elon Musk. And we will note, too, that the House cannot conduct any sort of business until a House Speaker is elected. So, again, lots of people are going to be watching that vote on Friday at noon. Markie, the Republican Party, very much hoping to avoid similar drama to what we saw with former House Speaker Kevin McCarthy. Fun reminder, that was 15 ballots of voting over 4 days.
Yeah, nobody can forget that. We were all on the edge of our seat for 4 days in a row. So, Tom, if Johnson isn't the Republicans' pick for Speaker, who could be?
Well, let's be clear. Again, House Speaker Mike Johnson looking very much like the favorite right now, but there's just so many uncertainties with this vote. Like, we're seeing some criticism of how he's handled the job. So that's leading to this uncertainty with the vote. But it's important to note, too, that no one else has really expressed interest in being the next House Speaker besides Johnson. But that, to answer your question, who else might we see potentially emerge as a candidate? And if it's not Johnson, you can see some of them right here. Congressman Jim Jordan remains a popular lawmaker inside the Republican Party, and even launched a brief bid, but failed bid, to be Speaker after the Kevin McCarthy drama. House Majority Leader Steve Scalise may also be mentioned as an alternate, as well as House Majority Whip Tom Emmer. But again, as of now, Johnson remains the favorite. But we're going to be closely watching any sort of developments leading up to this vote Friday at noon. Markie?
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.